Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're watching me live right now on my Twitch channel, I want to say hi, how you doing? Thanks for watching. But if you're watching this back on my YouTube channel, couldn't make it to today's live stream, that's okay. Once again, hi, how's your dog? And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. Come visit me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. That's Marbrolay, Marbrolay. Why not? Now, this stream is proudly sponsored by, supported by, and supplied by the amazing people at Eastasiasoft, eastasiasoft.com. Check them out. So this game's called, just got released today. It's called True Colors, A Date with Deception. Let me tell you about the game before we get on into this visual novel. Play the villain or seek ultimate redemption in a romantic visual novel adventure. With three new hires, great start. With three new hires join the office, love is in the air. Take the role of a gender-neutral poltergeist that represents each player and make key decisions about work, life, love to guide the story's development. Get to know your co-workers, go on dates and discover the innermost secrets they could be hiding. Engage in deep, sometimes disarming dialogue and enjoy a wide variety of backdrops and CG scenes. True Colors, A Date with Deception starts as a cute visual novel about day-to-day life and a pursuit of happiness beyond boring work routine. But as interperson's trust is called into question, a dark side begins to emerge. Be forewarned that you could be seen as the villain of a tangled web, but it's up to you to whether you embrace this role or seek ultimate redemption. Dare to explore multiple story routes and romantic interests, leading into 12 possible endings. Some good and some very bad. So the game features play as a gender-neutral poltergeist and decide what kind of person you want to be. Go on dates and socialize with co-workers as you learn about the surrounding you. Make key decisions that impact the narrative and certain character development. Choose to be a villain of a story or seek a path of redemption. Explore dozens of possible endings and unlock CG scenes along the way. Once again, the game got released today, which is the 10th of July 2024. It's a visual novel. It's an adventure visual novel, I should say. Once again, the publisher is Eastasiasoft. The developer is Borealis. And it's available on the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X. Today, I am playing on this Series X, Xbox Series X. Why? Well, why not? Okay. I think that's all I need to say. I had to jack the volume down because it's damn loud. Damn loud. So I think we sit at about, my headphones are on high. I don't know how loud it is. If it's too loud, guys, let me know. Here's the gallery. We haven't played any of the game yet. As I said, it just got sent to me, so let's just start it. Preferences, all this stuff, it's always the same with visual novels. It's kind of unseen text, choices, start. Let's start it. It's still loud. Brianna. Oh. Malik. Ash. Can you guys hear me? I can't even hear myself. Nothing as it seems. That was quick. True Colors. Okay, there we go. Mental trauma, horror, gore, violence, and death. Wow. Hey there, poltergeist. What's your name? Okay, my name is Marbrolay, and I'm going to do it all capitals because I want to yell my name out to the world. Marbrolay. Why not? Well, would you look at that? Wow, this is really damn loud. Okay, straight away, I just got an achievement. I don't know how many G's it was, but I forgot. Shadows under your eyes? Check. I should really stop having so many late nights gaming marathons. Kind of messy hair? Check. It never does what I want anyway. Indifferent impression? Check. Yep, everything I need for the day. Haha. I'm not depressed or pathetic, but I can't lie, my life is sort of uneventful. I have a decent job that's reliable enough. I never exactly had ambitions to work in an office, but it pays my bills and keeps a roof over my head. So, I can't complain. Plus, my coworkers are okay. I'm not that close friends with any of them, but they're fun to shoot jokes over the water cooler with. The office is a pretty relaxed place to be. There's just a distinct lack of, what's the right word? Excitement. I just feel like I'm really going anywhere. You know, repeating the same routines week after week is utterly confronting in its own way, but it's not exactly stimulating. I lived alone in this apartment for a couple of years now, doing the daily grind and not socialing outside of work. I'm single, don't have many hobbies, and I don't talk to my parents very often. We're not a close-knit family. Life is fine, you know. It's good enough. Sometimes it just feels a bit like a treadmill. Speaking of which, I better get off to the treadmill of circling thoughts and get on a train to work, otherwise I'm going to be late. Time to begin another predictable, unremarkable day. Oh, what's that? The ketchup stain that I totally forgot to attempt to wash out the shirt. Oh man, this shit is loud. Sorry for yelling and swearing, but I need to I need to jack some crap down. Okay, so my voice volume is fine. Actually, I'm going to jack that to here. But I'm telling you what, the sound, like the other sound, not the music, is just really loud. For God's sakes, check. I made it in time. Another day, another dollar. The usual office sounds fills my ears and I walk to my section. The clickety-clack of typing. The electric swirls of printers firing out paperwork. And the clink of spoons against mugs of desperately needed morning coffee. Coffee. If you had your coffee this morning, guys, if you're watching me live, let me know if you had a coffee. I had a caramel latte. I heard around the corner to the back of the desk that houses my little team. There are only a few of us here, which makes it seem both isolated and really cozy at the same time.
Yo!
Okay, morning, Marbrolay. Sneaking in just on time? He winks cheekily at me, and I chuckle. Don't worry. Am I a girl or a guy? I think I'm a guy. Just that my hair kind of looks girlish. Not that that's the problem, but I just don't know my character. Don't worry, I wouldn't skip out another thrilling day of this Anderson job.
I know.
Okay, tell me about it. If it goes for one more than another week, I think my eyeballs are going to fall out. Now, this game really needs... I wish it had voiceover. It's got a little bit, but it's got nothing to do with... They have voices, but they're not actually reading the text or the dialogue, which is a bit of a bummer. But, you know, we can't win them all. I snort and laugh in agreement. I pluck myself down on my desk. The co-worker to my right rolls her chair backwards, shooting us both a look of disdain.
Morning.
Haha. They better not, Sean. You're both going to need your eyeballs so we can cry at the funeral.
Oh, man.
Funeral? Yeah. Oh, my patience, it's today. The three of us burst into dark laughter, bonding over the agonizing mundaneness of the latest project. Whilst the office laughed without losing the will to live every day. And I right? Sure, yeah, Sean and Linda are my immediate co-workers. We're not the best buddies, but we've been on the same team for a while. For the whole time I've worked here. And they helped me learn my job and get on my feet. I guess it feels as good to be an established member of the team now, even if we rarely talk about anything other than work. I shove my bag under my desk and boot up my computer, getting ready to begin the day. However, before I could do anything else, a new voice booms across the office that immediately causes everyone to look up. All right, everybody. If I could have your attention for a moment. To the front, please. The boss. I don't know what he wants, but evidently abandoned our desk to stand up in line in front of him.
Now then.
Good morning to you all. If I recall my memo from last week, I mentioned that we are working to secure some new members of the staff to join Unedited. Oh, the boss. Oh, that does ring a bell. I've forgotten about it. But we have promised some new additions to the office. I guess we're about to find out what the situation is. I'm glad to say that we've been successful, so without further ado, let me introduce your new co-workers. He steps aside, gesturing a small group of people lingering behind him. As encouragement, they awkwardly tiptoe forward, regarding us all with both curiosity and unfamiliarity. 3 new hires, huh? They're definitely going to make the office more lively. Casting a quick eye across them all, I notice how different they are in both looks and demeanor. Welcome aboard, folks. This is the rest of the section. We have Thorn.
Oh, hey.
Sean gives a trademark boyish grin and a slightly over-theatric bow to the mention of his name. Marbrolay. The boss's voice is getting weirder and weirder, isn't it? I raise my hand, nodding to them all briefly. And Linda.
Hey.
Linda's shoulders bounce upwards as she smiles brightly.
Understood.
These 3 will be the supervisors until she's got a bit of a lisp, until we find a place in the team, and we'll be here to train every aspect of the job. You'll be working together closely from now on, so be sure to get acquainted with each other. The new hires nod, their eyes flitting between us and through trying to memorize our names and faces quickly. Why don't you introduce yourselves? He gestures to the 3 of them invitingly. The moment he hesitates and they all slightly glance at each other, wondering who's going to go first. After a second, the girl in the middle takes the initiative and jumps in. Okay, so Brianna. I guess I'll start then. I'm Brianna. Nice to meet you all. I'm honored to be working with you, and I hope to become a genuine asset to the team. Thanks for having me. She smiles and wrings her hands slightly as she speaks. Her tone is pleasant, but her smile seems pretty stiff and predetermined, almost as if she rehearsed a script. Perhaps she's just nervous. After stepping backwards a little, she looks between the 2 remaining new hires for the next introduction. This time, the guy on the left moves to face us all with an easy smile.
Up?
Hey, I'm Malik. Really nice meeting you all. This is my first time in a role like this, but I promise I'm a quick learner. Oh, and I make a mean cappuccino to start off the Monday blues. Look at him. He punctuates his last statement with a prior finger guns. Wow, both have hands and everything. Everyone giggles and the atmosphere warms slightly. He chuckles at himself briefly before stepping back in line. All eyes now fall upon the person with hasn't spoken yet, lingering shyly on the right. He looks as though he's rather not have to. He looks as though he'd rather not have to talk at all. And I get it. Introducing yourself to strangers can be a bit awkward at times. Okay, so I could be completely wrong, guys, but this guy on the right's got green hair. It looks like a girl to me. Like the hair, the way, not the color, just the way it's positioned. The chin, it's very girly chin. The actual physique and everything is very girly. Like it's a girl, isn't it? But he said he. He'd rather. Oh man, I don't know. Wait, he, she? Okay, now we're getting it. Wait, he, she, what gender is this person? So we don't know. Even the game's on the edge. I almost feel rude about my confusion, but I actually can't tell. Neither can I. I'm going with a girl. If I'm going to say this is a girl, it's a girl. They have very enormous look about them. After a moment of hesitation, they seem to brace themselves and pipe up at least. I'm Ash. You guys seem nice. Thanks for taking me on board. They go silent, claiming an embarrassment. Their face turns slightly red. Yeah. With a clumsy ending, they step back sheepishly, fixing their glades onto the floor and waiting for someone else to say something. I guess they're not very good at socializing, or maybe they're just new people thing. Thankfully, no one makes a fuss over it, and the boss chimes in again. So it's a girl. Ash is a girl.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go away from the guy, the boss's voice now, the accent that I was doing, because I'll stuff it up and start doing it for everyone else. All right, I think I can all right, I think a lot can get started. I know it's always different on the first day, so for now, just take some time to go around and learn the different tasks that will be expected of you. Your superiors will be hand up a brief of you everything and answer your questions you may have. He throws a hand towards me, Sean and Linda. Is it Linda? Lydia. Okay, we'll go for Lydia. We all have nod dutifully. I guess we've got a lot of explaining and demonstrations to do. Okay, I'll leave you all to it. Any issues, you know where to find me. With a curt smile, he strides away towards his office, leaving the 6 of us to figure out the new situation together. Friendly as always, Lydia takes a lead straight away. Well, I guess you guys should see the office and the different divisions, right? Shall I give you a little tour? The 3 new hires nod eagerly, seemingly happy to leaving the awkwardness of introductions behind them. No problem, come this way. She beckons the group over the energetic wave. They burst into action, following along behind her closely. While she's showing them around, I think I'll set up their database so that I can give them a little demo of how it works. I tap away a few minutes trying to mentally prepare a sort of how to do 101. I had to do job when I wrote a presentation in my head. We've got everything organised as I can. I stand up and catch Sean's eye. Ready to give them the lowdown? You bet. Let's do this thing. Okay, we stride into the adjoining office a little more spring in our steps than usual. I guess working with new people makes today feel a little bit recessed rather than regular work day. Like a pair of slightly giddy teens on a field trip, Sean and I cast around for something helpful to do. After a moment, Sean spots whatever his target is and makes a beeline towards it. All right, time to mingle. He flashes me another smirk before disappearing across the maze of desks. I guess I better get involved too. I just got the vibe then when I said maze of that movie called, what was that movie called? Maze. Was it called Maze? Was it Maze? No, it's not Maze. What was it called? It's got 3 of them. It's like a trilogy of them. Maze. Is it Maze? But they're in a maze. But the second movie is not in a maze. The first movie's in a maze. The second and third movie's not in a maze. God, I'm going to have to Google it right now because it's going to bug me for the rest of the stream. Bear with me, guys. If you're watching me live right now, you can let me know what it's called. If you could think. Maze. Maze Runner. The Maze Runner. That's it. Well, I was close. The Maze Runner. I broke my stream. I'm back. The Maze Runner. I don't know why, but as soon as I said Maze Runner, there's still the movie Maze Runner. It was a good movie. The first one was good. The second one was really good too, I thought. But the third one was a bit of a weird one. Is they ever going to make a fourth one, or was this a trilogy? I didn't know. I never looked into it. He flashes me another word before... Oh, there we go. It seems that Lydia tour has come to an end. The new hires are now scattered around the place, taking in various people and checking out different sections of the office. I think I'll go introduce myself properly. Okay, so we're going to go talk to Brianna first, because why? Why not? Looking around us, my Brianna in the middle of the office, talking to Sean. Hey, of course, hey, pretty girl. And Sean's there, preparing the third wheel here on the flirting game. I stroll over. Hey, how's it going? Brianna turns to me and I speak, suddenly open to having a third person join the conversation. Hey, take that, Sean. Hey, Marbrolay, was it? Yep, well remembered. She smiles briefly. Hey, thanks, I'm Brianna. Oh, I guess I already told you that. She shuffles awkwardly for a second when I early giggle, definitely nervous. I was just saying how nice it to have someone eager to impress on the team. I bet you were. We're not in a so smooth operator. Oh, yes, I can't wait to get started. I'll do my best to contribute to your already stellar work for us and produce the best results possible. Not gonna lie, her enthusiasm is a bit intense. It's probably just first day jitters though. I doubt she's actually this stiff in a formal all time. Well, looking forward to it. He shoots Brianna a grin before shuffling away to somewhere else. I guess all boring work talk is squished out of the chat lines app onto him. Once he disappears, Brianna turns to face me more directly. Her expression snaps back to her attention again, and all are waiting for instructions. There's no need for her to stand all ceremonially like this. You know, this place is pretty relaxed. You don't need to worry about being super professional or serious all the time. She regards me of a moment, frozen in thought. Then she seems to loosen up a little at last, exhaling in a laugh. Alright, sorry, I'm being way too corporate, aren't I? She grins in disdain at herself, and I smile back. I was just worried about making a good impression today. I really want the boss to feel like I made the right decision hiring me. I want to learn as much as I can so I become a decent member of the team quickly and not slow you guys down. Well, that's really thoughtful and all, but you know, the first day of the job is never that productive, right? You have so many new names to learn, desktop backgrounds to pick up, and the bathrooms to memorize the locations of. The actual work doesn't tend to start until the day after. She laughs. At this time, it's not an anxious giggle, but a genuine chuckle. Wow! Nice. Of course, I should have seen that coming. I better spend the afternoon leaning towards everyone's favorite candy, and who's secretly dating who, right? Ha, exactly. So what you doing later on, girl? Just want to throw that in there. We banter idly. I find myself admiring how much more warm and open she seems now that she is stuck in the work mode. I'll be much easier to get to know her this way.
By the way.
Anyway, so I was wondering. She straightens up and reins her smile in, and though I've asked please to stop
Can I ask
clicking
you
a
something?
button, or she's going to ask me out. She already knows my orange hair is ready to inga. Is there a specific method of schedule that you guys stick when collecting your data? Or do you discuss it in groups or more individually based? Well, I was completely wrong about the date. Damn, I guess I spoke too soon. Miss Professional is back. As said that she's clearly focused on learning the job to chat occasionally right now, I start explaining things. I don't go into huge detail yet since it's only day one, but I give her a general overview of how the team works. She watches me intensely and I speak, as though we were soaking up all the information like a sponge. I have to hand it to her. She's laser focused. She's probably going to outperform myself, Lydia, and Sean once she gets going. When I run out of things to say for now, she claps her hands together with an energy smile. Thanks, really helpful, Marbrolay. Thanks a lot. No worries. I'll leave the chat to the others. I probably shouldn't hog her time. Oh yeah, sure. It was great talking to you. Thanks again. She beams momentarily before striding away to the nearby group of workers. Huh. With her ignored the fact that 90% of her conversation revolve around squeezing about work, she's actually quite lively and bubbly. I bet she's fun to talk to when she's more chilled out. Okay, kind of had enough chatting for today, but I guess we have to... Yeah, I haven't had enough talking to them all. The rest of the day had actually flown by, which was all with all socializing, demonstrating, and showing around. By the time we have exited our field late afternoon light, start again. By the time we all exit out into the late afternoon light, I feel tired and strongly energized at the same time.
Awesome.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your first day, guys. Tomorrow, where the real fun begins. Yep, we have to actually do some work. Damn it. Everyone giggles. I loiter beside Short and Lydia, who gaze on the new hires. I hope their experience at the office has been a good one so far.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's been real. Looking forward to you tomorrow. He regards all the ease and all as though it's already done us for months. I've got some errands to run, so I'm going to bounce. But thanks again for everything. Good luck to you both, too. Look at him. He turns to Ashley Brietta and he says the last part, beaming warmly at them.
Yeah.
Thanks, you too.
Catch you on the flip side.
All right, peace. He sets off relaxed pace, disappearing into the crowd of commuters around us. I think I'm going to head off too. They seem kind of anxious to follow Malik's lead and go home for the day. It's probably only a social exhaustion though, so I don't mind the quick escape. Okay, see you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for the help today. See ya. They scutter away at the fast pace, probably relieved to be able to go home and recharge. Brenda then turns to us all, a business-like smile plastered on her face. I'm really grateful for you, such warm welcome. I'm definitely be pulling my weight tomorrow and learning everything I can. The professionalism air never quite leaves her, does it? She almost looks like as though she stand here, talking to email templates for another hour. Man, I stuffed that one up. I'm sure you will, Blondie. See you tomorrow. He winks at her and she exhales a high laugh before waving and leaving at last.
Huh?
What do you think? The boss made some decent choices, right? Yeah, I think so. Hopefully once we've settled in and workload won't be as big, we can all chill out a bit. Hey, don't be getting off your head of yourself. We still have to finish that Anderson project before then. We all groaned in illusion, but before bursting into laughter. Right, see you guys tomorrow. Ditto, buddy. Catch you 2 in the morning. Both of them throw their hands up as a casual wave, leaving me to head to the train station. Home sweet home. I throw my keys in the bag onto the table and plop myself down on the couch. I think about what to have for dinner for in a minute. Well, today was certainly more interesting than usual. I guess I got a wish. I got my wish. After the grumbling I did this morning and having a boring routine, my mind automatically floats between the 3 new hires I met. Brianna is definitely most forward of the bunch, always talking and looking for something new to learn or do. I admire her focus, but I also hope I get to see more a bit of the real Brianna once she's settled into her routine. I reckon there's actually a carefree and fun streak behind the workplace mask she wears. Malik is totally anchor. He seems really chilled, comfortable in his own skin, and confident without being cocky. He's also super friendly and equally nice to everyone. He'll be a positive influence in the office, no doubt. Ashes are an enigma. They come across that they're detached and maybe even rude, but are definitely not it. Definitely not it. I can tell there's much more open person under the somewhere, and I really hope they can relax enough to get the show as time goes by. I'm kind of curious about them. Him, her, or whatever, it doesn't matter. All things considered, work life is going to be a bit different for a while, and I'm happy for a change. Once again, guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you for calling past and taking time out. This stream is proudly sponsored by, supplied by, and supported by Eastasiasoft. Eastasiasoft.com. Check them out. Tomorrow has arrived, and Lydia and Short have already summoned to see the boss. Not the loveliest place to start your Friday, but I doubt we're in trouble. He probably just wants to talk to us to do something. Oh, here he is. You three, very good. How did you find yesterday? Do you think the new blood would fit in well with the team? Definitely, they're great. Lydia and Shaw offer similar compliments and nods in satisfaction. Glad to hear it. Now, onto what I asked you here. I'm sure the new hires will be able to learn their roles just fine. However, it will speed things up a bit if you have a designated person to help them through and really show the ropes on a one-on-one basis. There's the three of them and three of you. It makes sense, don't you think? How about you all decide which one you like to mentor? Mentorship, mentoring. Get 5 mentors. And let them sort of shadow you for the time being until they find their feet. We exchange surprised but approving glances. Seems like a good plan. As we nod in mumbles of agreement, he folds his arms, looking pleased. Perfect. That's that, then. Figure it out between you who get to work. Figure it out between you and get to work. I'm sure the new folks will appreciate it. Off you go now. He shoots us out of his office with a jokefully, and they check back towards the section.
Huh?
So what do you think? Got your eye on anyone? I'm not sure. I could probably work with any of them. What about you, Marbrolay? Do you have someone in mind? He questions causes my glance to wander across the room, landing on each new person to turn and mulling over it. I'm sure I get along with different ones, all three, but I have to spend more time with just one of them then. Okay, so what are we at? We've got a choice. If you watch me live, number 1, I'd pick Brianna. 2, I'd pick Malik. Or 3, I'll pick Ash. Now, if you're watching me live, just take your 1, 2, or 3. First in, first gets it. Okay, Bobby's got in with number 1. I picked Brianna. So we're going for Blondie? I think I'd like to work with Brianna. His enthusiasm for landing the job will probably make things easier. I might choose Brianna if you guys are okay with that. Stealing the hot chick away from yourself? Shameless, Marbrolay. He crackles ruthlessly, and Lydia whacks him gently in the stomach.
Ow!
Shut up, loser.
Oh, shut up, Sean. We all know you're real danger here, not Marbrolay. More laughter follows, and I roll my eyes and smirk.
You know it.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I'm happier with whoever, really.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, same here, Marbrolay. I was just messing. Want to do rock, paper, scissors over the remaining
That's
2, Lydia?
Crazy.
I think we'll probably find a better way to decide than that. They share a grin. Seeing my part of the conversation over, I search the room for Brianna once more. She's sitting at her desk, staring intently into the computer screen. I bet she's already typing to figure out the system on her own. Attempting to put myself into professional mode, I head over. Hey, Brianna, how's it going? Oh, morning, Marbrolay. I'm good, you? Yeah, great. Listen, the boss wants the 3 of us to sort of mentor you guys one-on-one for a while until you get used to the job. I'll be your work partner for now, if that's okay with you. Oh, sure, that sounds really helpful, actually. That loads I want to ask you. Yep, saw that coming a mile away. That's fine. What do you want to doing just now? I was just taking a look at the database. Some parts seem self-explanatory, but there's still quite a bit I don't understand. Can we get into how it works? Sure, why don't we bring your chair over to my desk? I planned out a bit of a circulum yesterday, but we do so much chatting that I really didn't cover about 20% of it. She laughs at this, standing up swiftly and grabbing her chair. Absolutely. Let's go. Once we're seated, I launch back in my database tour. I don't feel like the most natural teacher, but it don't seem to matter. Brenna laps up every word hungrily, like a cat with a bowl of cream. As I promised, she's almost full of questions, which she fires out regularly. It keeps me on my toes, and I try to match her learning pace. After a good 45 minutes, I relentlessly lecture. I take a moment to grab a sip of water and rest my poor mouth for a second. Sorry, I've never had to explain this much about the system to anyone before. I feel like I'm giving the longest school presentation of my life. I chuckle. She knows I'm not really complaining, but she looks like a bit demure nevertheless. Oh, sorry, Marbrolay. I'm going way too hard on this, aren't I? No, it's fine. You're going to learn, right? Yeah, but... She closes her eyes for a moment, screwing up her face in an uncharacteristic, goofy way. Then she lets out a big sigh. Her shoulders drop. I need to calm down a bit. I know I've got a bit of I've got to get it started here, but I'm sure I'll learn all fine. I don't need to worry so much. What are you worried about? The whole making a good first impression thing? Exactly. The thing is, this is my first proper full-time job. I've only got it done random part-time things before, nothing that needs a whole lot of skill, and nothing as formal as this. That's why I'm really focused on becoming a good employee as fast as I can. I want to try and deserve my place, here. And now the eagerness makes sense. Well, sorry guys. Well, with that minor shape of yours, you definitely earn your place. You're exactly the kind of person the boss was looking for.
Really?
Oh, you think so? Totally. It's fine that you haven't done the job before. You'll get into it, no problem. You seem pretty smart, so anything I'm gonna be asking you questions before long. I grin, and she emits a soft giggle. Thanks, Marbrolay. I think it's just, I feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life. Coming here, I really want to explore as much as I can. She bunches her fist as she talks, and though she's trying to hold back excitement, I never felt like I did what's with my life before or contributed anything properly. Now that I'm here, I want to prove that I'm actually capable of things.
I want to do this.
I've got ambitions now. I want to follow them, and I feel like getting this job is an important step towards that. Huh? What a pretty glow she has when she's passionate about something. Her face animates as she speaks, and she almost shines with a positive energy. I think the glimpse of a real Brianna I suspected was lurking underneath the professional facade. It's lovely to see. Well, I can't imagine you ever being bad at anything. You're definitely on your way to proving yourself now. We're learning the new job way faster than I did it started. Seems like a new chapter is getting off to a good start already, no? Her eyes meet mine and she smiles gratefully. Yeah, maybe it is. Thanks, Marbrolay. I'm looking forward to whatever's next. We share a slightly meaningful look, and I feel like I know her just a little bit better now. Okay, work days go by somewhat quickly. Brianna and I had crammed gently into the database for a while longer, and she's got to go back on her own desk and try a simple task I've given her. Unsurprisingly, she's managed them all pretty well. Only a couple of minor mistakes. 5 p.m. hits, and the office heaves a collective sigh, at least with the knowledge that we're free for the leave. Just wanted to say, good work, everyone. That's a great first proper day on the job. I second that. Good start all around. A hum and agreement, giving a thumbs up, everyone smiles, and the new hires nod in thanks. Once we get our things together, all 6 of us seem hover, expecting racing around the wondering who's going to walk out with, let's start again. Going around and wondering who's going to walk with who as we leave. Malik, Brianna, and Ash all probably feeling a bit awkward, having still not been here long enough to make a proper friend with anyone. I'm about to turn to Chorn and Lydia to suggest that we leave as a group to keep things simple. However, Brianna catches my eye, stepping out from behind her desk towards me. You ready to head out? Yeah, shall we? Okay. Hey, how you doing? She nods with a smile, and we make for the staircase together, leaving everyone else behind. I didn't expect this to single me out. As we come to a halt in the sidewalk, I turn around and spot the rest of the section filing out of the building together. I guess we were the only ones that split it off. Well, thanks again for everything today. I feel much better about things now. That's good. It was nice chatting with you and the non-work stuff too. Oh, the new chapter thing. She grins lightly and shyly. I hope I didn't bore you or just sound like a massive dog. Not at all. I enjoyed it. A single quiet laugh escapes her, and she looks curiously at me. I was actually thinking just before we left, I'd definitely been pretty fun on with this seriousness when it came to work. I feel I might have forgotten to be myself for a while there. There's more to me than taking notes and pestering you for answers, I swear. She giggles at herself. So I was wondering if maybe you might want to hang out sometime and we can get to know each other a little bit without being in the work being in the way. Okay, she's asking me out, guys. I knew she'd come around. Oh, wow, that's a pleasant surprise. That actually sounds nice, Brianna. I'm down.
That's great.
Ah, great. Well, if you're not too short-nosed, if this weekend now, so how does tomorrow or Sunday sound? I checked my calendar, but I already know that that every weekend of my life is 100% empty. Tomorrow's fine with me. I have no plans anyway. Awesome. What do you want to do? Do you want to have any ideas, or shall we just catch up with something? I do have something in mind, but I'm keeping it a secret now. Oh, she's mysterious side. I like it. She smirked, and I agreed to go along with whatever sneaky plot, and we swap our phone numbers. So we'll meet in the garden square at noon. Sounds good to me. I guess I'll see you then. You will. Have a good evening.
See you later.
You too. Bye. She strides away with a pep in her step. My eyes follow her for a moment as I replay on the conversation back in my head. That was really something. I know we're basically attached to the hip all day, but it was work related. I never imagined that's like me enough already to want to invite me somewhere. When the last time I got invited anywhere, that wasn't Sean and Lydia dragging me to the cafe for extra caffeine boost or another hard day of January. Can't remember. My chest hums slightly with a warm feeling, and I find myself looking forward to tomorrow. Stepping out of my ravine, I realize that everyone else has already left, that I must have said goodbye and gone without Brianna and I were making plans. Turning my heel, I head off towards home, feeling a little tingle of optimism. Finally, something fun is happening to my dull life of mine. I'm really stuffing these words up today. I feel like I'm just mumbling. Saturday has arrived, and I'm on my way to meet Brianna. I'm still surprised that she asked me to spend time with her, but I'm certainly not going to turn it down. I'm really looking forward to it. Crossing the street, I enter the city's garden square. Oh, look, she's already here waiting for me. I quickly up my pace. I don't leave her hanging any longer. Hey, you weren't waiting here long, were you?
Hey, you.
Hey, only a minute or two, but it's fine. You're not late. I got here early. So you're just as professional outside the office as you're inside of it. And you sure it's going to be a different from work? I wink at her and show I'm just joking, and she exhales as a flustered laugh. Of course it will be, don't worry. I won't start asking you a data management or anything, I promise. Good work. Good, work is banned on topic today, okay? I grin and she comically mimes, zipping up her mouth, locking it and throwing away the key. As we giggle, I take a proper look at her. She's always well presented in the office, but she's wearing now is even prettier. It complements her good looks and makes her seem a little brightly than usual. Okay, so you ready to get going? Sure enough, sure. Although we still haven't told me what we're doing today. You're gonna fill me in. Keep me in the dark? She ponders for a moment, cheekily smile growing on her face. I want to be fun, surprise. Just come with me. Her smile widens. She turns and takes a few steps, as though beckoning me to follow. I have no idea what's in store for me, but her almost child enthusiasm makes me want to just go along with her anyway. All right, you win. Let's go. We fall into step together, heading around the square and down the slightly more spaced out area of the city. It feels kind of strange to be strolling alongside her like this, with the office far behind us and no clue what I'm being led into. It's oddly exciting though. We walk until Brianna begins to slow down, taking her time towards a building I've never noticed before. Is this it? Yep. Have you ever been here before? Nope, no idea where we are. Oh good. It's really a surprise then. How do you feel about dogs? Dogs? I wonder how this relates to somewhat we're doing. They're somewhat restive for internet dogs. I love them.
Great.
Great, you see, I came here pretty often to help look after dogs being put up for adoption. Oh, so a rescue shelter for dogs in need of homes. You take them for walks and help them with every day, stuff like that? Yeah, and they also have open days where you can come, let people in, and play with some dogs. It's to hopefully attract more adoptions. I thought you might like to come with me to one. Have some really cute puppies at the moment. Well, say no more. If there are cute puppies, I'm in. Are we talking about puppies or cute puppies like Booba? She laughs, and I have to admit, there's quite a sweet idea for the day out. Shall we? Lead the way. She heads in and I follow behind. We don't spend long in building ourselves. Brenna leads me down the corridor and right through the back door of the opposite side. She clearly knows her way around. We exit a decently sized yard. Patches of grass, dirt and trees provide a welcome statue of nature amid the city landscape. Brianna! Before we can do anything, someone calls out to Brianna and she greets them. Several other people around the yard look up her and wave to her. She beams and waves back, a weirdly friendly question and blushingly accepting compliments. She seems pretty popular here. Once the little paparazzi moment has passed, she turns around to first lead lady and called her
By
name.
the way,
Are there any free dogs at the moment? I think some people just left a few minutes ago. You probably can grab theirs. Okay, thanks.
can
She
I
catches
ask you
my eye.
something?
Want to go pick one each? Sounds good. We head over to the back wall where a small group of dogs are tied up to their leashes, sniffing around and drinking some of their water bowls. Their heads snap around as we approach, their tongues longingly excited as they beg for attention. Oh man, what a bunch of cuties. Brianna wasn't kidding about that. She gives me a brief introduction to each one. After a moment of this consideration, we both grab a dog of choice, leading them to an empty spot in the yard. I ended with Bear, a Labradoodle puppy, who is apparently only 8 weeks old. The name checks out. He literally looks like a plushie. His cute little face makes me want to squish him. Brenna chooses a tiny, fluffy panoramium called Cookie. She unclips the leash from his collar and pets him happily, glancing up at me.
Well,
What do you think? Yep, you definitely scored points in the adorable dog scale. She grins, dashing away to a box, by the way, and coming back a few seconds later and some toys for us to use. I set Bear free on the leash too, grabbing a squishy bone shaped toy that squeaks when I squeeze it. Playtime begins. I instantly feel super glad that Brandon chose this as an activity for the day. I'm having so much fun. There's something about animals that just melts away all your attention. The air fills with a confronting sounds of collars jingling, toys being thrown and fetched back, and the occasional bark of playful yap.
you know,
So, Marbrolay, do you have any pets? I don't actually. I do sometimes think I think it'll be nice to have a dog, but then I spend so much time at the house and work, I wouldn't be around enough to look
Oh,
after it properly.
really?
That makes sense. I love one myself, but I rent a house with friends, and our landlord doesn't allow pets, annoyingly. She makes a smirking face for a second and then
Hey.
laughs it off. But hey, at least I can get my dog fix here. Absolutely. I might pop by myself every now and then when the puppy cravings get too strong. We giggle quietly. So how long have you been helping out here? Everyone seems to know you quite well.
Actually,
I can't remember actually, but it's been close to a year, I think. That's the dedication. You must be a real animal lover. Her expression becomes thoughtful as I say
Well.
this. I mean, yeah, animals are great, but I wouldn't say I'm super into them. It's more of a shelter itself and the people who run it that I'm here for. She pauses for the moment and pats Cookie. She's pawing at her ankles for attention. After taking the toy out of his mouth and flinging it across the yard for him to fetch,
You
she turns
know.
back to me. The place is actually run by a charity group. It's totally independent, so it relies on people generously to stay open, and we do what they do. I really admire any organisations that works to help people in need, or animals too. When it first opened, I volunteered almost every day. Wow, that's really kind of you to put that effort in. She smiles as I say this, looking as though she really wants to elaborate on a subject. Cookie returns to her, dropping the toy at her feet. Instead of throwing it again, Brianna plops it down on the ground, straightening her dress carefully as she sits. She pulls the dog closer and her to begins rubbing his belly. I guess this is I guess she wants some quiet time, and now we're having a proper conversation. Figuring that we probably gave the dogs enough exercise for the day, I follow suit, sitting down with Bear opposite her.
actually,
Okay, got an achievement. 20 Gs, play with me, it's called. Collect CG2. This shelter kind of means a lot to me. It makes me feel like I'm contributing to something worthwhile. They make such a difference to the generous dogs. They'd probably die on the street if they weren't rescued. Then again, they wish to prove that they do something important and valuable. It's really, it does seem to be at the core of her motivation for most things. It's not just the dogs that they help, too. Some of these open days are specialized for people with mental and physical disabilities. I kind of like animal therapy. They get to leave their struggles behind for an hour or two and enjoy being with dogs. I love the days the most. Some of these people look so happy and when they're here. Like the wheelchairs and the medications, their depressions doesn't matter. If I can be a part of something that brings people joy like that, then I'll do whatever I can to be involved. It feels so rewarding, you know? She shoots me a sheepish grin, and as though she's embarrassed about having gushed about it. Then she goes back to petting Cookie. I find myself smiling and watch her. I'm both impressed and touched by the caring, passionate person she revealed herself to be. That's seriously amazing, Brenna. You're really selfish in the value stuff like that so much. She exhales bashfully laugh,
No.
blushing slightly. I don't think that highly of myself, really. I just love everything that makes people feel like everything will be okay, even if it's just for an afternoon. If I can help that happen, I will. Well, I think that makes you pretty considerate. In my books, it's kind of inspiring. I mean, as she looks up at me, I feel like she knows I'm serious. Her brushes intensify. It makes her look even more pretty. Thanks, Marbrolay. You're pretty awesome yourself. Psst. Haha. I'm not on your level. She hums
Wow.
quite an laugh. Well, I did have to cut down my hours once I started job searching. It'll be have to stay that way and now at the office, but it's still something, right? Definitely. And hey, why not seek out the long lunch break every now and then? I'm happy for you to drag me out of the office with you if I get to pet cute dogs. Just give me the signal. She laughs
You're really
maniacally.
great.
I think you'll be welcome back here whenever you like. She nods at the puppy in my arms as she says this, looking down to him, wriggling chilly in my lap, licking my hand affectionately. Ah, my
Actually,
heart. She speaks a little more quietly, looking at
I
me
just
thoughtfully.
Really...
I'm glad you came with me today. You seem like a really nice person, Marbrolay. I hope we can keep getting to know each other better if you'd like to. Yeah, I love that. She breaks into another warm smile, her face glowing as we glaze at each other.
Okay.
Cool, let me know if you want to hang out. It'll be nice to see each other outside of work. You can come here and play with me anytime. Hold on, what? You can come here and play with me anytime. Play with me? The dogs, I mean. Her face turns scarlet as we laugh at her mistakes, but her intense eye caught mistakes make me wonder a second she really had been a mistake. Was that a flirt? I don't want to read too far into it in case I was wrong, but it kind of felt that way. Bruno spent a while longer at the Cookie and Bear, playing with pretty petty heart's content. My jeans are covered in fur, and I'm puppy cuddles. I don't care less. Eventually, we say goodbye to Brianna's friends and head back to the... Sorry, I can't read the achievements blocking it. It just said I just got an achievement. The achievement's called This Is Not an Achievement. And head back to as we came, pausing in the front of the shelter. Well, thanks for inviting me out today, Brianna. I really enjoyed it. Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming. I had a nice time too. With you, sorry. You're convinced that I'm just obsessed with work now. She grins playfully and I pretend to debating the concept real hard. I'm not sure. We might have to spend another day together to really seal that deal. I say that in mildly suggestive way, fishing to see if she's fed up with... she's up for it. Thankfully, she laughs and nudges my arm slightly. I mean, I'm game for that. Score. Seems like another hangout is already in the bag. All right, let's make it happen sometime. Let me know. Sure. I'm going to head home now. Thanks again. It's been great getting to know you better. You too. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Yep. I managed to throw her a casual goodbye. Before I manage it, she steps boldly towards me and embraces me in a hug. It catches me off guard for a second. I didn't expect that. It's only brief, but I enjoyed it nonetheless, noticing the floral scent of her hair, and it tickles my nose. Must be her shampoo. When we withdraw, her cheeks are a little flushed, but she looks happy. See you later, Marbrolay. Yeah, have a good rest of the weekend. She sends a last smile my way before striding off in the opposite direction from where we came. I guess we live in different sides of the city. As I turn to head back down the road towards the train station, I replay a little snippet of the day in my head. Of course, having fun with the dogs is pretty high up there, but learning more about Brianna's interests and ambitions, realizing how much she cares of others, and almost flirt the way we're sitting down, the hug just now, and how open she seems about meeting up again, all the swirls in my head, making me mentally dizzy in a good way. And I think I'm starting to like her, like her. I have butterflies in my tummy, and whether she smiles, to flutter me even more. Yep, I think I have a thing for her. It's a bad that I'm having these feelings so soon after meeting her? She's barely been in the office for 2 days, and I'm already here, ready to pounce on her. Well, okay, not quite that way, but is it too early? I'm not sure, but all I can think about right now is how lovely she is and how much I like to see her when we are out taking a buddy friendship. If she feels the same way, of course. I think you'd better try to figure that out first. Drop some hints next time we meet up and see if she's got a more clear on how she feels about me. It seems like if it seems like she wants the same thing, then let's not just go there just yet. I want to get overexcited about something that might not happen. For now, I'm just glad that she seems to like me in any capacity. If there's potential for more, we'll have to see. And on that note, guys, we're going to save this baby up. We're going to go to the gallery and see what we've unlocked. We unlocked this one, which was, you can't unlock it. And this one. I don't think we unlocked anything else. Let's check through it. No, we didn't. Okay, there we go. True Colors, A Date with Deception. Brought to us today by amazing people at Eastasiasoft. What do we think about the game? Storyline's decent. Visualization, the art in the game's it's not bad. I've seen better, but it's kind of nice. It's colourful. It's friendly looking. That's the best way of describing it. It's friendly looking. Soundtrack in the background, it is loud, so I had to turn it down. That's not a bad thing. Didn't really pay much attention to it, to be perfectly honest. It's short at the moment. It's pretty repetitive. It's not the best. Gameplay-wise, not much to say. No bugs, no glitches. It's a visual novel. You basically just press one button. That's it. So out of 10, True Colors today is going to get a solid 7 out of 10. If you're into visual novels or you're just starting out, this is a good one to start out with. It's a good one to pick up. Just got released today, 10th of July, 2024 for the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, the PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X. I'd like to thank everyone for calling past today's live stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big shout out to Eastasiasoft for sending me this game to stream for. Without them, this stream would not be happening today. What else am I going to say? If you're watching this back on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It is free. It takes 1 second, 1 click of your time to do. Come visit me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. That's Marbrolay, Marbrolay. Why not? Make sure you take care of yourselves and much love. Don't forget to feed your pets. Remember, my name's Marbrolay. Say hi to your dog for me. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.